the Vikings beat the Panthers. Now they have a chance to be the number 1 seed. They're going to face the Lions. We'll do our predictions for that game next pod.
Did you say Panthers or Packers?
Packers. They did beat the Packers. Sam Darnold had a great game. And this was one of those moments where you just think to yourself, how can the Vikings let him go? I mean, 35 touchdowns on the season, third in big time throws, only behind Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. And they're a 14-win team. You know, this is the most wins ever by a quarterback with a new team in NFL history. And he has the most games with 100-plus passer rating in a season, second only behind Aaron Rodgers all time. So this is a tough decision for Minnesota. You know, they're playing great football. I think they're a real Super Bowl threat and contender. And I don't know how you can just let Sam Darnold walk out the door.
I mean, is there a guarantee that J.J. McCarthy gets to this level? He could, but I think it's very
This
easy.
is what you hope he gets to.
Exactly. It's very easy to say, oh, yeah, it's the rookie quarterback we moved up the spot to get. But what Sam Darnold has done, elevating their offense, making plays out of structure, and then being very efficient over the middle of the field, was exactly what McCarthy's high-end outcome was in this quarterback class. Then on top of that, it's very easy to overlook this part, but he's going to be a rookie next year. He didn't have the reps this year, so he's going to still be catching up and having some growing pains, whereas Darnold had 5 years of growing pains. In his first year in this Vikings offense, he has one of the best seasons of any quarterback this year. 35 tuds, efficient, over 4,000 yards, and then the record to go along with that. If you're the Vikings, you have a Super Bowl window that's open, and that's because Sam Darnold's playing as well as he is. So I think if you were, in theory, to not have Sam Darnold back in the mix next year, your team gets worse, and your odds of going back to the Super Bowl are going to be lower.
Oh, my only question is, what do you do with JJ if you keep Sam Darnold? Because the stock value only gets lower as year by year by year. He's not going to be able to play this. Like, we don't always get a Jordan Love situation where you can sit down and wait, and then a guy. And plus, Sam Darnold is much younger.
He's
than what
27.
What Aaron Rodgers was.
Yeah.
So
JJ is still very
21.
young.
he is, but if you're gonna have him sit his whole rookie contract under
I would
this
still
guy,
keep him.
I don't
25
know.
by
I feel like
yeah.
you can move him, get something
Yeah,
better.
first.
Maybe a
I would
first, maybe a
still keep
second.
him.
It just
get a
doesn't make
first?
sense to keep him.
And
Sam
this
is 27.
This is going to be
It does make sense to keep him, and I'm
does.
with you. I think you're taking a chance that, one, he is extremely youthful. He's 21 years old. He did just miss this whole season. That's a huge bummer, but you still were able to exceed expectations with Sam Darnold, 27 years old. Now, they're in an interesting situation because Sam Darnold's going to be free agent this upcoming season. Do I sit at the same spot as Dell's thinking that Sam Darnold will be a $50 million man? I don't think that.
That's not crazy.
To me, it's a little crazy. One season, 50 mil. I think that's
only
where
a
it's a
few
little
guys
crazy.
Jordan Love just did that. Trevor Lawrence did that.
I don't think they should be $50 million guys.
Okay. All right. But it was a lot of seasons of watching Sam Darnold not be this.
Yeah.
Now it's the first season where we see it, and now he's obviously one of the best quarterbacks this year by far with Jordan, with who was the other name that you mentioned? I'm sorry?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. There was a small sample size, although Trevor, in his rookie contract, was able to win a playoff game, played some pretty high-level football at times. Jordan Love, in his first season starting, Toyotathon went on. He was a star, 20 touchdowns, 1 INT, won a playoff game in his first year starting. That's why they were able to go and get this crazy amount of money, because we hadn't seen anything. What they showed us was that they can be great. Now, Sam has a lot of years of showing us that he wasn't great. But this year, with the best situation that he's ever had, by far, he's way better than anybody thought. I think 50 mil is still a lot. Yeah. I would be fine with really seeing if he's this great. A 2-year deal, 40 mil a year. You give him a 2-year, $80 million contract that when the contract ends, he'll be 29. JJ will still be on his rookie deal. He'll be 23 at that time as well. If he's still great, hey, we still have this. We have this rookie piece that we can go and we can trade. If he's not playing to what he was playing at this level, all right, easy transition. You walk. Now it's JJ's time, and I have the quarterback whisperer and Kevin O'Connell.
But here's can I throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into your situation?
Let's hear it.
2 years down the road, you will have had Arch Manning come in. You'll have had Nico getting ready for the draft from Tennessee. You'll have Lagway getting ready for the draft from Florida. You'll have Dylan getting ready for the draft in Nebraska. You're about to basically have all these top, we don't know what they're going to be obviously down the road, but you're going to have some potential top quarterbacks coming in. how many teams are really going to be sitting there searching for a JJ McCarthy when you have all these quarterbacks on the
think
You'd be
board?
surprised.
Teams like Pittsburgh.
Shit change.
Yeah, there's
shit
gonna be a lot of
changes.
teams in that middle.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
would try to go get those guys over JJ.
JJ's really great, dude.
That's a good point.
But those guys are
there's
younger, a new
Riv,
rookie contract.
21. He's 21.
Riv, there's so many teams that trade up for quarterbacks every year because they're too good to be that bad.
I think JJ McCarthy is going to be
part of
really good, and I think he has some high level traits.
He does.
and he can be a star quarterback. I really
I
believe
agree with
that.
this.
This is going to be a cop out answer, but I don't think there's a wrong answer for the Vikings this offseason.
It's not a cop out.
Sam Darnold, in your situation, it's very optimistic because that is under the assumption that there's not a team that's willing to overpay him out there.
That's fair.
And I think that there's going to be a couple of teams that are willing to give him a big time contract and guarantee multiple years on a contract, more than 2, maybe a 3-year deal for Sam Darnold. You know, the Vikings, if they sign Sam Darnold, you now have a quarterback who's giving you a top 10 level season in his first season in the system. This is not even the best that Sam Darnold can be. He can be even better if he cuts back the turnovers. And if we're talking about 2 high-end level seasons of Sam Darnold where he's playing at a top 10 level and he's winning multiple playoff games, we're talking about Sam Darnold as a legitimate, true franchise quarterback. With that being said, if the Vikings have to allocate 40 to 50 million of their cap space to Sam Darnold, that means that other parts of the roster suffers. They can use that money and they can sign potential game changers to bolster up their defense, to add to their offensive line, to make this team even better. And if you think that JJ McCarthy can be even a little bit of what Sam Darnold has shown this year on a rookie contract with a loaded roster, that is also a team that has an open Super Bowl window.
They're a perfect team, dude. It's crazy.
Right now, what they miss, I think they need another corner,
They could use some offensive line.
and they
help, too.
need interior
Interior,
offensive line
yes.
help, and they need an interior defensive lineman who can cause pressure. Harrison Phillips is a great run stopper. What if the Vikings this offseason signed Milton Williams? He's a free agent. The Eagles might not be able to sign him back. That's a game changer. That's a Pro Bowl level
huge.
player
That's huge.
on your defense, and you can have that instead of signing Sam, and then you give the keys to JJ. So there's multiple ways the Vikings can play this, and I don't think there's a wrong answer. And with how KOC has developed these players and these quarterbacks, you trust them to make the right
I
decision.
will say, I don't think the answer has to be decided this summer. I think you have an opportunity where you can wait. Well, for Sam Darnold, paying him is the thing, but with JJ, I don't think that answer has to be decided this summer. I think you at least give it a year or two, try to figure out what's going on with that. But this, like, if Sam Darnold gives you another top 10 year, you're fucking swimming. You're like, all right, we can move off JJ. You know, Sam is still really young. Like, we have our franchise guy. That's the whole niche. It's like, if we do pay this guy, I don't think it would happen, but what's the chance where he has a year 2 slump? What's the chance that it's not the same thing you replicated? What if JJ can give you similar things while being on a rookie contract? So it's a lot of good thinking within the building, and plus you trust the guys who are KOC and all them boys. You trust them to figure it out. But what Minnesota has done, they put themselves in a really good position where they don't really have to make a quick decision. You know, you're 14-2, you're sitting here, you have an opportunity where you can win the NFC. And a lot of your guys on the defensive side are really cheap. You know, you didn't spend too much money. Jettas is locked up. Addison is locked up. TJ's locked up. So you have your offense pretty much set in stone. You have some good tackles and Darisaw and them boys. So it's really just about what can you do with the Sam. Because I don't think, honestly, I really don't think many teams will overpay for him. Like, I'm looking at a team like the Giants that need a quarterback. They have way more positions that need help and that they need to allocate money to. I feel like they should start fresh with a rookie quarterback or a bridge quarterback.
Right.
I think we're a team like the Raiders. I don't think they're ready yet either.
I was going to say, that is exactly who I'm thinking.
Yeah, they have the most than 90 million.
The
Because
Giants,
would you trade?
that'd be a good spot.
Would you trade the 8th overall pick to the Vikings for JJ McCarthy?
If you were going to go quarterback,
The Raiders, you're saying?
The Raiders.
I don't think they're ready.
I don't hate that.
I would trade it.
I would do it. Like, if you don't, if you look at JJ, I think he
need
could
a
go number
quarterback.
1. I think he could have went number 1 in this class.
The Raiders desperately need a quarterback. Like
Imagine that at pick 8, you get the
like
best
it.
quarterback. in
I
the
just
class.
don't think they're ready to develop.
like Sam Darnold at 40 to 50 million per year. You got to think about it. That's more than just Milton Williams. That's like Milton Williams and Javon Holland.
Yep.
That's like 2. Like, you can realistically sign like 3 to 4 high level quality players for that contract, and you add it to this roster, like that just opens up their window, and that's for multiple years on end. So I think there's really no wrong answer, but I like that you mentioned that about Sam Darnold and his landing spots, because I have a blind ranking and these are 10 total teams.
Let's do it.
And I think these all 10 teams at least make some sort of sense in some regard. So blind ranking Sam Darnold potential landing spots next year. First team up.
Wait, there's 10 spots.
There's 10. There's 10.
Okay.
Oh,
First team up, the Indianapolis Colts.
This is going to be, before we start, this is going to be teams all without a franchise quarterback, so they're probably going to be slightly below average.
And Anthony Richardson, you don't know if he's the long-term answer. Yeah. He has some injury concerns.
Potential's there, though.
I'm going 4.
I feel like it's a little... 4 being best,
one's best, 10's worse.
I like the
my mind went 3.
6.
My mind went 3.
I'm with that.
Steichen,
think 4. Jonathan Taylor,
JT,
the old line
Downs,
has been established.
Adonai Mitchell.
Has the Steichen love died? I feel like the Steichen love isn't the same as it used to be.
He has a quarterback that can't complete short passes.
Yeah. And also last year, Gardner Minshew was not good for
What's the Colts situation? Offensive line is what? Muddy?
Offensive line allows a lot of pressure.
Defense is not there.
Defense is getting better week by week.
You're putting $50 million into Sam Darnold now. You can't really. I'm saying 6.
You have Pittman, you have Downs, you have 80 Mitchell.
Pittman just had a down year, but he'll probably get better with Sam. Yeah.
And also, all this year, he's been dealing with a back injury.
Yeah.
In the AFC, I'll say 6.
Taylor.
So let's be in the middle. 5.
Okay.
4 or 5 is good with me.
Colts are 5. Next team up, the Tennessee Titans.
This is 3.
No.
Or 4.
No.
I only say this because the Titans are dog shit, man.
They fucking suck.
But the Colts aren't good either.
The Colts aren't good, but they are exactly. Even with them being bad, they almost made the playoffs this year.
They were top 10 offensive Gardner Minshew in points per game last year. The Colts.
Well, last year, I don't.
And I think JT might be back.
I know you
think
like
the Titans are a better spot than the Colts?
What has Brian Callahan done? Nothing.
No.
He didn't call plays with the Bengals.
I wish we went a little higher on the Colts.
I wouldn't say they're a better spot.
too.
Nah, I'll probably go under. We can go to like 8.
Titans are
You guys
low.
convince me.
I'm with 9 or 10.
You convince me.
What do they have?
I don't disagree. John. They
I don't
don't
think
really
the Colts have so
nothing.
much though.
Skaronski's been decent. He's been good. He hasn't been a game changer.
JC Latham's been good.
He's been good. That's all they have.
Has he?
Fair.
He's been better than expected.
He's been good.
They have a good O-line coach.
Has he?
I like the
He's
O-line.
had
Because from
some
what I
very
remember, he
promising
was
reps.
terrible.
Yeah, early
He's been
in
better.
the year.
Okay.
He's exceeding
He's improved.
expectations.
I'm not going to pretend like I've been locked in on the Titans. What I
No,
remember,
JC Latham
was
has played.
terrible.
JC Latham has played to a level to where you are fine at that spot. He's improved week to week.
Their offensive line hasn't been that good to me, and their weapons are not established. So I'm just like 8 or 9 is fine with me.
So we're fine with 8. We're going with 8.
What do you think?
9.
8th is fine. 8th is fine.
Okay.
8? All right.
Next team up, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I like it.
2.
I'm with 2 or 3. Because I am not the biggest Arthur Smith, and the O-line still can use some work.
I don't like your weapons room.
It's fine.
I don't like it.
He's right, dude.
I like
Yo,
don't
Marvin
like
Mims
it
or Calvin
at all.
Austin, you punk bitch. Yeah.
Respectfully, I don't like your running back room either.
Okay.
Whoa,
but here's
whoa. Jalen Warren.
All right, this is my
Yeah,
expectation.
but Najee Harris gets
Yes.
a lot too.
Hold up.
Stinks.
I think Najee's going to walk in this offseason.
God.
We're going to
Okay.
extend Warren for $220 and then draft a running back.
Well, we're talking this in this world. You're getting Sam Darnold.
Yeah, so we're going to extend Warren, hopefully extend
Where
Pickens.
Money
do the
gets a little-
Steelers rank?
I'm
2 or
going
3.
2.
2 or 3. I don't think it's perfect. He can name some good situations.
He said 2 or 3. I said 2. You
I
said
can
3.
name
Let's do
some
3.
good situations.
Said 3.
I know you can. I
I
still
think
respect. I just think you have Sam Darnold in there. They already are a winning team, a winning organization.
Great defense.
Sam is really good.
Yeah.
He would be better than Russ.
Up to you all.
I'm going.
I think their offense.
I'll lean 3.
I say 3, but I think their offense is deeper.
So
than
you're
just
saying the
getting a
Steelers
quarterback.
situation is better than the Colts?
I do think that.
Okay. Next team up.
You're writing this down.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, gotcha.
The Seattle Seahawks.
Gino's gone.
Wow. Why are we doing that?
This is an out of the
I think this is
box
4.
team.
This is 4. Right?
Instead of paying Gino,
You pay Sam more.
you pay Sam because he's younger and he's a long-term option.
It's better than the Colts, I'd say. Close to the Steelers. Think about it.
This is better than the Steelers.
Top.
Defense has been playing
Okay,
really
yeah.
well.
I'm
But
going to.
The O-line has a lot of questions outside Abraham Lucas, and they can't run the ball.
I only say this. I
K-9's
think
really
Gino.
good. K-9's the stud.
I still think Gino is still unfortunately behind a bad offensive line.
Oh yeah, Sam Darnold behind us will look bad too.
Steelers O-line's a lot. It's
I
gonna be a
will
lot
say situationally.
better. We use 5.
I
No, we
would.
didn't.
If that's we
Colts
did
were
the
five.
Colts.
Close to
I thought
5.
they were 6.
So if that's the
Four is a
case,
good
I'm
number.
thinking
6 or 4?
No, definitely not
I'm
6.
higher
I
than
like
the
this.
Colts. I'm
Yeah,
higher than
me
the
too.
Colts.
The
My
defense would be better in
mind is
McDonald's.
higher than the Steelers.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not putting them in front of the
I
Steelers.
don't hate that.
You
but
have JSN, DK
can be in
Metcalf,
good spots.
Kenny
You got to
Walker
take into
early.
account the offensive line.
That's
the
true.
O-line- Think about how often Gino's been put in third and long. I don't
Fourth.
like that for
Sam
Darnold.
ain't
Four's
really-
good.
Sam's not behind the best offensive line
I
right
get
now.
it. That's true. Trust me. I like 4.
Oh man, I think this
Don't sweat it.
weapons wise this
you're
is
overthinking
2. Weapons wise this is 2.
No, it is, but
is.
they might lose Tyler Lockett.
Okay.
JSN broke
JSN's
out.
here.
JSN and DK I
is
like
still
a lot.
good.
We're out on
Play
DK.
calling
on,
questions,
Sam Fancy. He's
offensive
a good
line
receiver
questions,
still.
run
He's
game
alright.
questions.
4 is a good spot, dude. I think you're overthinking.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, 4
All right.
it is.
Next team up, the Rams.
See? That's 5. Rams at 2. 1 or 2.
Rams at 2.
Hold on.
You've got top 2 coach.
Hold on. Rams at 1.
I don't
That's
hate
fine
it.
too.
I'm with
I don't
it.
care.
Why not? That's a perfect spot.
Next team up,
Wait, do you have Minnesota in here?
no, they're not a part of
Okay.
this. Yeah.
at
Next
1
team
and 1.
up, the Cleveland Browns.
10.
No,
Sorry, I just hate
6.
Cleveland. I'm being rude.
6 or 7.
Um,
Assuming they don't fire
Their
Stefanski.
weapons still. I mean, Judy broke out.
Assuming they don't fire Stefanski.
They
I
probably
think he's a
won't.
good coach.
I don't
To me,
think they
he's
will.
a good coach.
You don't know what you're
6.
6 or 7.
You don't know what you're gonna get out of Nick Chubb.
True.
Offensive line was banged up a lot this year.
Yeah, it's
Wide
not-
receiver room,
It's
it's okay.
just Judy
I'm
and
with you.
Njoku. Judy
I'm with
and
you.
Njoku.
I'd say 7
6.
or 8.
I'm
Do you
at
think
6.
that's high though?
No.
I think 7.
I think
because
Njoku.
I'm with 7.
Then
Hold up,
Njoku is a
7.
legitimate.
I'm with
great-
7.
we don't have a team at 10, right?
It's fine.
Not yet, no.
So and 9.
What
was the
number did we have the
Titans?
Titans?
You had them at 8.
Fuck.
I thought we had him at 9.
We hadn't had him at 9. That's a bad spot.
7.
That was a bad spot. Bro.
This team is 7.
Give us some room in the middle. You
But
don't want to have
I'll say
nothing in
this,
the middle.
Like, are
Because
we
if you
trading
put
Deshaun?
nothing in the middle,
No, he's
you're
gonna be
have
back
an
next
extreme.
year.
So Deshaun Watson's still in the roster. This is 7. That's
7.
fuck.
See, if that's the case, if Deshaun's still on the roster, we're going 10.
Yeah.
We could throw 10 too because then they really
Honestly,
ain't got no
if
money.
the
Are you
Titan-
guys going 7 or 6?
10.
No, definitely not 6.
Let's go 9 then.
No, because this is
I'm
a
just
lot
strictly
better than
talking
Titans. This is a
situations.
lot
So
better than the
he would
Titans
have
spot.
Jerry Judy,
Yeah, but we already
Elijah
fucked
Moore,
ourselves putting the
Njoku,
Titans.
Cedric
They
Tillman.
should be at 9.
Well, we got to put
This
them
situation
in
Facts.
9.
fucking sucks.
So we can easily say we could have just flipped.
We just say we fucked up with Titans. Put them in 9.
9.
Please, can we put the Titans in 9? I think it's a bad spot.
We can't switch
we
now.
Can't switch it now.
Okay, so where are
I
the
thought I'd put
Browns?
him
9.
9. 8. 8.
We
Okay,
can't.
sorry.
9.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. All right.
Dude, John.
Bro's
It's
John
not-
is
no.
crazy.
No, the reason why is like the Brown spot's a lot better than the Titans to me.
It is. I'll go 7.
Coaching.
Let's go 7.
Stefanski
He's
or
right.
Brian Callahan.
Is
He's
it?
cooking. He's cooking. Let's go
Stefanski's a
7.
good coach.
Let's go 7.
Deshaun Watson will still be on the roster.
7.
He's got one more guaranteed
Okay.
year.
John, shut up
Y'all
and say
want
7.
We're going
Y'all
with
want
7.
we got
7.
7.
Next
Yeah.
team up, the Las Vegas Raiders.
This probably should have been 7.
Hold on. Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers.
You're getting another draft pick.
Right.
I'm here
Building
at.
up the-
I'm
building
here.
up
What
the
numbers do
line.
we have available?
You have 6, 2, 9, and 10 available.
Okay.
Am I clinically insane for thinking 2?
Yes. 'Cause there's no established coaching.
6. This
Okay.
They
is
might
6.
move the coach, and if they wait a year, that means you're gonna have to fire the coach in the middle of his.
Bowers
first
and
year.
Jacoby is really good.
It's good.
Bowers is amazing.
6 or
Bowers is comparable
it's
for the
6 or
best in the
9.
world.
It's 6 or 9. It's
Are we
not
going
10.
with 6?
Why
Six
is it
fine.
not 2?
Because I
They
just
don't
feel like
have
we'll get
enough
something
game
better.
changers, and they don't have a head coach.
Who's
or
not a
an
game
offense.
changer?
They've
Brock is a
won.
game
They've
changer.
won.
Max Crosby.
They're building up the O-line. I think, Bowers is obviously having a transcendent rookie season, but there's not that established coaching. I think that's what Darnold really.
Okay, I don't
that's what
disagree.
matters
Luke
most.
Gessie is dog shit.
So what are you going with, 6, John?
6 or 9.
6, not 9. Definitely not 9.
Okay.
Okay, next team up, the 49ers.
2. This was the 2.
on.
They're an older team, man.
Kyle Shanahan.
They're an older team.
Who's
Yep.
on their offense? It's
But
just
are you
Debo.
really going to put a team
And
with
Kittle.
Drew? Are you really going to put a team with Kyle Shanahan in the bottom 2?
No,
Okay, so.
but I'm talking through it as to why this blind ranking was
They have IU coming back.
crapshoot.
What do you mean? This is good so far.
They could have been
The
7.
only thing we messed up at the Titans 9 or 9 or 10.
And it's also we're
That's
hoping
the
that
only
Brandon
thing.
Ayuk comes back 100%.
Okay, he's gone. You have George Kittle and Kyle Shanahan and CMC.
CMC is another one we're hoping and praying.
Okay, he hasn't come back. You still have one of the better running games.
we
because of
can't
Kyle
put them
Shanahan.
in 9 or 10.
We can't.
We
It's
can't,
2.
which
It's-
is why
this
we
is
should have
easy.
left
This is the
7
easiest decision.
open, but we didn't. So now we're stuck at 2.
Okay, it's
'Cause y'all
Niners
don't
are the
listen.
So
Niners.
this
We'll
is
live.
2. This is 2.
We'll live.
The New York Jets.
10. Lit.
I'm fine
Why would
with
I ever
that.
go back there? 10.
10.
Jets are the Jets.
Yeah,
Dog
To the
shit.
Jets,
Perfect.
10.
And the last team, the New York Giants.
Lovely.
Where they at?
9.
Nice job.
All right. Oh, my hands are a little sweaty.
So
We're up.
this blind ranking, the top 10 destinations for Sam Darnold. The New York Jets at number 10. He doesn't want to go back there. He doesn't want to go back to the Jets. The Giants at number 9. They might fire the head coach and their GM. We're not sure what they're going to do. They do have some weapons, but New York probably doesn't want to go back there either. Titans at 8.
My God, is this the best blind ranking?
no
we've ever
established
done?
Flip the Titans
coaching.
and Giants, it's a perfect list. That's my take. Yeah.
The Browns at 7, established coach, but Deshaun Watson, the cloud looms over them. The Raiders at 6, a young star all-pro tight end in Brock Bowers. The Colts at 5, Shane Steichen and weapons. The Seahawks at 4, DK and JSN. The Steelers at 3, elite defense, Mike Tomlin, culture, George Pickens. You got it.
Is this the greatest blind ranking
The
ever done?
49ers
Drive the
at
ship.
2, and the Rams at 1. Stafford's getting older. Sam Darnold could be that replacement, a young up-and-coming quarterback in that system.
Is this the greatest blind ranking ever done?
Let me drive the ship.
It was long.
10 teams. That's why.
10
teams,
teams.
I didn't
and-
know the last 2 teams you were going to get. I completely forgot about the Giants and Jets.